Hello everybody, Brian Tulsa here. It's really hot outside. Uh, I got back from getting my COVID-19 test, which, by the way, was not nearly as bad as everyone was leading me to believe. I got a nose swab, and it was over like that. I know someone who got tested and had a throat swab, which sounds horrible, but the nose swab, that was nothing. So it's done. I was not able to get into one of the places that does the quick results, so they have to send this one off to a lab. That's just the only option I had open. I called around, I tried everything, but this is just all I could get. So it's going to take a week to find out my results. And I'm supposed to stay quarantined for until the results come back. I was working from home anyway, so I will just continue to work while I wait on the results. Um, if I'm negative, then I won't have to be quarantined anymore. If I'm positive, then I will have to continue quarantine to see if I develop symptoms. And if I do develop symptoms, I'm not sure what's next. If it gets bad enough, then I'd have to be hospitalized, and there's still the possibility of death. So I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about the different scenarios and what I will need to do in the event of each development of the virus if I have it. And even thinking about the worst case scenario, which is that I could not survive the virus. I'm okay. I think about the future, and I think about different outcomes and different possibilities all the time. That's just how my brain works. I don't, when I'm faced with uncertainty, I don't get any comfort from rosy scenarios or wishful thinking. That doesn't comfort me. I would rather think and plan and try to control what I can, so that I can at least have better odds of getting a favorable outcome given all of the things that I can't control. And this is just another thing that I can't control. And life is full of things that none of us can control. My philosophy is that at best, all of us have, at most, about a third of our lives that we actually control. The rest of it is split more or less evenly between things that are random and things that are deliberate actions of other people. Random acts are exactly what they sound like. Tornadoes, a virus, things that just happen. And there's no special reason that it happened to you. It was just random. Maybe you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, or in the right place at the right time, and something good happened. It's luck. It's just really another word for luck, good or bad, but it's random. And then another part of our lives that we can't control is people's deliberate actions that affect us. Sometimes those actions are intended to harm us. Sometimes those actions are intended to help. They're not random in that they are deliberately aimed at us for our betterment or ill. And, we don't necessarily have control over those things, at least not total control. We may ask for these things, but even if we ask for good things to happen or for people to do nice things for us, they may not do it. Even if we ask for people to not do harmful things to us, they may yet still harm us. So those are the actions of other people that we can't control. So that's not to say that we're floating around like Forrest Gump. There are some things that we control, but we have to be realistic about how much we can control. So there are things that we can do that may improve our outcomes. You know, getting an education, avoiding behaviors and habits that that make us unhealthy, things like that. Those are things that we can control. It doesn't guarantee that good things will happen. It just helps our odds a little bit. So I'm trying to think about the things that I can control. And I'm faced with something right now that I really can't. But there are things that I can do that might improve the outcome. Even in the worst case scenario, I can think about how to wrap up my affairs, how to make things as easy as possible on my friends and family. Those things I can do. I can avoid contact with other people so I don't spread the virus and hurt other people. These things I can do. Yeah, I'm gonna for the next few days I'll probably be thinking about, you know, all the different ways this thing can go. And the best case scenario is I test negative and I'm fine. But there are a lot of other ways that it can go. And so I'd rather think about those things now and kind of get an idea in my head of how I'm going to handle those things than to be blindsided by them and be totally unprepared. Anyway, we'll talk about this more. Apparently, this is going to be the topic that's on my mind for the next few days. And by the way, I'll be here in my house for at least a week, quarantined. So we may see more of each other. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you then.